Okay, everyone, we're just waiting. We'll start the webinar in a minute or two, just waiting for some more people to join. Okay. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us in this live session. I hope everyone is doing good at home. So as this pandemic is going on and everyone is locked up in our houses, so we, the youth members of WMRs, have taken the initiative to provide you some insightful knowledge and information on various environmental and social issues by organizing Webinar Week series, and it's called Let's Think Green. So today we'll start with the third day of our webinar series. I'm Anjali Singh, WMR's youth member and moderator for this webinar. So today we have with us Pooja Domadia. She is the founder of Slow and Conscious Living, a startup that works for spreading awareness and facilitates environmentally and socially conscious lifestyle. She's former journalist and she's also involved with Fridays for Future, an international movement seeking climate justice. A very warm welcome to you, Pooja.
Thank you so much, Anjali.
Okay. So before we go on, I would like to inform the audience that they are free to ask any questions during the webinar.
Yeah, please. I will love if it is more interactive session. That will be wonderful.
Okay. So I want to start by asking you that what was your inspiration behind living a low waste lifestyle and your startup, Slow and Conscious Living?
Okay. So there were some multiple factors. Of course, it's not just one thing that changes your mind. Um, but I have always been, you know, attracted towards mindful living, I would say, and to live in harmony with nature. But of course, didn't have enough of knowledge then, and was certainly getting carried away with the whole growth and development definitions that we hear in popular lifestyles, where more is success, right? Everything you need to have or she there's no limit to our wants. They are not actually our needs, but our needs are limited. You can take care of them, certainly. In this whole process, what happened is, I mean, you realize that चाहे जितना भी कमा लो शायद सुकून नहीं मिल पाएगा. Yeah, there's the satisfaction level is something very crucial. So one was that, and so I quit my job 3 years back, without a proper plan to go ahead, but I just knew I wanted to do something around more conscious lines. And after 1.5 year of living low waste, I had come across this page on Facebook. It's called Zero Waste Lifestyle India, where there are some amazing people doing so much to reduce their negative footprint on this planet. And that's when I thought that it sounds awesome, right? That you can live in a way that wherein you are not harming other species on this planet, not burdening your planet, because ultimately we need, I mean, we can't live without this planet, right? I mean, earth है तो हम है, कल उठ के if there's something तो हम space में तो जाएंगे नहीं. So we need all of this. So it's a very selfish motive. It's nothing, no social service, and not for you, for them, वो सब नहीं है. It's I want to die, not gasping for breath. That's how I look at my future, and that's how I started living consciously. And I end up talking a lot. You just see, right? I've just spoken non-stop. So I end up talking a lot to random people also. Like I'm traveling in the train and I would just get into a conversation with people, and I would just get going about this topic. And I just realized that maybe that is something that I can look up to, because that's what I'm good at, and that's what feels like a calling. So I started Slow and Conscious Living, which is about so I take sessions, workshops, activities on low waste lifestyle, composting, sustainable menstruation, etc. And then the other part is trying to create a platform for products which are sourced locally within India, using the wisdom of tribals or rural people, because we are way disconnected from our natural roots, and they are very much connected. So they have a lot more wisdom than we have. So I just thought, let me just try and do that, and yeah, that's how it all started.
It's really a great idea. Okay, so now there are people out there who are pursuing gardening as their hobbies in this pandemic.
Yeah.
And they might be buying some fertilizers. So instead of buying those fertilizers, they can go for something more organic at home, like composting. So what are your views on that?
So many years back, when I was pursuing my journalism, and I was working as a reporter for a publication, I had come across this man and his family, of course, who used to compost at home for many years. And I was like, wow, ये तो कुछ महान काम कर रहे हैं. And for years, it took me many years to actually come down and decide कि हाँ, I will start doing it. And since then, there has been no looking back, because it is such a wonderful process. Yes, आपके पैसे बचते हैं, ये वो वो सब है. But like that man had told me, he said, this compost is just a byproduct. My aim is to reduce what I'm sending to the landfill. And I was like, ये क्या बोल रहा है? We all work only for gains, right? कि हमें क्या मिल रहा है इसमें से? But he was like, नहीं, ठीक है, ये तो मिल रहा है, मैं ऐसे ही फेंक के आता हूँ कहीं पर भी, because कहीं का भी पेड़ पौधे अच्छे से हो गया. I was like, that sounds awesome. So 3 years back, I started composting, and I mean, it's a simple process, right? I mean, we don't actually compost. Who composts is actually those tiny microorganisms inside, or those earthworms, or those maggots. They are the real heroes who do it all. और हमें लगता है मैं compost करती हूँ, ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. So it's a very simple process, and that too out of waste. मतलब कोई खर्चा भी नहीं है तुम्हारा. जो चीज आप ऐसे ही फेंक रहे हो, कहीं और का burden बढ़ा रहे हो, so उसकी जगह you are just making a resource for yourself. What is waste at the end? Waste is a resource at a wrong place. So if you want, I can just show maybe a quick thing on how to make compost. Do you want me to do that?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so I am just doing like a miniature, okay, demo here. So you'll need a bigger container. Certainly, it's just something that I had at my place, so I just picked up this jar. So firstly, you need to ensure that you have some sort of a container. Do make holes in it. Okay, I'm not making any holes because I'm going to use this container further. But just maybe heat a knife or something whenever you're doing cooking anything. Just keep a knife or something below, on the gas, and just punch some holes at the bottom as well as at the sides. This is because we need to ensure there's aeration happening inside. Because what we're going ahead is with an aerobic process of composting. Why aerobic? Because anaerobic would lead to release of methane, and that is not the ideal one, especially when you're not going to use that methane as biogas or something. If you're going to use it, then wonderful, but if you're not going to use it, then we would prefer going with the aerobic one. And also that will stink badly if you have not maintained it well. If you have maintained it well, wonderful. Okay, so just once you've made holes in the container, you need again types of waste, but in different forms. So I'm just going to put this up here. Okay. So we keep this a bowl something like this on our platform, kitchen platform. तो हमारा जो भी गीला कचरा होता है, all the vegetable peels and whatever, it just goes directly in this. You don't need two bins particularly, you know. I mean, अगर आप compost कर रहे हैं, आपको दो bin अलग रखने की जरूरत नहीं. Only a bowl something like this will suffice. So here you see there are all these vegetable peels that we have. So this is wet waste, and then you need something which is dry waste. Okay, so now dry waste could be paper box, I mean paper, some papers like these, or the most important one is, these are some dry leaves that I have. Okay, so हमें बनानी है sandwich. So the bottom layer goes like with your dry waste. So maybe let's just pick up some leaves. Okay. Okay, I'm just going to try if you can see it here. Okay, so I'm just going to put crush some of these leaves into this. Just make like a thick layer of it. Now say picked up one banana peel, just chop and put it. Maybe this is some bottle guard peels. Another banana peel. I think एक layer आपने ये बना दिया. Then just take a box or any paper waste. Please avoid the newspapers, because the ink that is used for newspapers is not really ideal. I mean, it's toxic, so you don't want that to be going into your food plants. So avoid that. So I'm just taking I just tore apart the paper box, and I'm just going to add these pieces in it. Oh, okay. Ensure there is no tape. Also, you will find a lot of boxes which have this shiny sort of a layer on it. वो plastic का layer होता है, तो वो काफी मिठाई के डब्बों पे you will find that there's a shiny layer on it. Just soak this box in water for a while, and after a while you will find this. You will be able to peel off the plastic completely. So that is what it is. So now I'm just going to put this in a layer, keep it aside. कल का कचरा वापस इसमें डालेंगे. So that is what we can do. Okay. Every day you just make, add 2 layers of one wet waste, one dry waste, one wet waste, one dry waste, or more depending on the kachra. I mean, how much of it you have. Don't make 2 thick layers of wet waste. One it will be cramped up. So you don't want that. And okay, I'm sorry, I just missed on. There were some questions, I guess. I tried making manure this week, used some waste and burnt cupcakes. Oh, awesome. Separate bin for all the wet waste. That is nice too. Proud of WMR's youth wing. Wonderful. It's like a great attention. Okay, wonderful. So I'm happy that we're doing this. So every day you just do this. Once in a while, you can just give it a turn if you feel like. The whole idea is to ensure थोड़ी हवा अंदर बाहर हो, थोड़ा सा वेंटिलेशन हो, because after a point of time you'll find air pockets inside. तो मतलब वो ब्लॉक हो जाएगा, वो हमें नहीं चाहिए. And after 1.5 months or say 2 months or something, what you will find is something like this. This is manure, this is compost. That is what you will find. And uh, I mean, to hold this nice black gold in itself is a beautiful feeling. Don't be scared of maggots. अगर उसमें दिख गए, earthworms दिख गए, अगर वो नहीं होते तो हम ये कंपोस्ट बना नहीं पाते, तो पूरी दुनिया जो है बहुत बड़ा कचरे का भंडार होती. So we need to respect their existence. They are very much a part of our ecosystem. So yeah.
Okay, so thank you so much for showing the demonstration.
Wonderful.
Okay, so apart from the composting, what are the other waste management techniques that people can opt for?
See, a lot of it, right? Since the time I started composting, I just started looking at everything that was going into my dustbin. क्या जा रहा है? सोचिए उसमें क्या जा रहा है. क्या वो बहुत सारा पैकेजिंग वेस्ट है, क्योंकि ज़्यादातर waste is wet waste and packaging waste usually that we have. So I'm sorry. So say if you have a lot many paper packs or something, वो compost हो जाएंगे. But even then, can you look at it that is there a way we can reduce that inflow of so much of paper, because ultimately everything that we use has used up a lot more resources to come to your home. Say for example a top like this, before it came to me, बहुत सारा प्रोसेस हो चुका है उस पे. वो पहले कॉटन उगा था, फिर वो प्रोसेस उसमें से धागा बना, फिर उसको maybe they dyed or processed, they made some designs onto it, then they transported it to wholesaler से retailer से मेरे पास then home. So there are multiple processes, and at each process you are ending up using a lot of water, energy, efforts, everything, and all that resource has an impact on our planet. So look at everything. So for instance, I don't use face wash or soap. So I mean, currently I am using, due to this whole corona threat, but I am using the synthetic chemicals barred soaps, are natural soaps which are made by tribals of Tamil Nadu. But yeah, so instead I would make my own shampoo using Rita Avla Shikakai. Very easy to make. रात को भिगाओ, सुबह में boil करो, strain it, and absolutely good to go. Of course, we are trained to use things in a certain way, so हम शायद उनको कंपेयर करने बैठ जाएंगे कि क्या ये मेरे पैंटीन जैसा है, क्या ये मेरे डव जैसा है, whatever. But you may be able to over the period of time find that it does more good to your health, to your hair, so could be that. Also, so this shampoo needs to be stored in refrigerator because we are not adding any sort of preservatives to it. Also, what we can do is there's something called as bioenzyme. Again, that is made from waste. So I'll just show you one batch of bioenzyme that I have. This is my batch of bioenzyme. Ready ho chuka hai ye. So if you see, I don't know if you can see the peels settle at the bottom, but yeah, ये बहुत fine हो चुके हैं, so you may not be able to see the peels. But this bioenzyme can be used instead of your Lysol, instead of your Harpic, instead of your hair conditioner, instead of your Vim. A lot of many uses. It's a natural cleanser. So So there are many ways in which we can work to reduce the waste. A, solid waste. B, also the liquid waste which we are uh, emitting, releasing down our drains, and then in turn it affects the marine life.
Okay, so these are very good ideas, I think. Okay, so now further. Okay,
Yeah.
so there's questions. So should we attend the question or should we attend it later?
Yeah. No. I think we can do it all together. So, is
Okay,
there any
so
particular
so
place the
I'll,
compost should be kept, or so that it comes out really wet, like in the sun or something? No. Okay. So, do not keep it directly in sun. Keep it in shade, but not necessarily a very damp sort of a place. थोड़ी ड्राई सी जगह, बट खुले एकदम खुला मत रखिएगा. अगर बारिश बहुत है या धूप बहुत है तो direct contact, because all these maggots and all ना, they are sensitive to light. तो वो अंदर 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 ही जाएंगे. So don't keep it in very bright sort of spot. Yeah.
so it's so further going on. So in today's era, we produce so many different kind of waste that needs to
Hmm.
be segregated. But people are not that aware, regarding the importance of waste segregation. So how would you
Yeah.
like to explain this to them?
Okay. It's like क्या आप अपने यूज जूते अपने कबर्ड में रखेंगे? जूतों की जगह शू स्टैंड में, तो दैट्स वेयर यू
हाँ.
कीप देम. कपड़ों की जगह कबर्ड में, तो आप उनको वहां रखेंगे. सो like the way we have some spots designated for some things because they have an impact. Like गंदे जूते आपने कबर्ड में रख दिए तो कपड़े भी गंदे होंगे, और it will stink. So that is the reason you don't keep it there. In a similar way, uh, the waste that we mix all together will end up uh, uh, disrupting the natural process of decomposition. Like for instance, say for instance, if you have mixed, I mean like most homes do, right? Plastic and wet waste को हमने mix कर दिया, तो होगा ये कि आपका प्लास्टिक जो है, आई मीन वेट वेस्ट, तो ओवर द पीरियड ऑफ टाइम डिकम्पोज हो ही जाएगा. But now that is mixed with your microplastics, because these plastics then break down into some really, really small particles which are microplastics. Now they are not good for your soil or for your marine life. So it is important that we segregate, ताकि अगर प्लास्टिक रिसाइकल हो सकता है तो हम वो रिसाइकलिंग में डालें. अगर प्लास्टिक इतना गंदा है तो वो रिसाइकल नहीं हो पाएगा. Say for instance, अगर आप पिज्जा खा रहे हैं, if you've ordered pizza and there are spots where you have cheese stuck on the box, on the cardboard box. So what will happen? What will happen is that cheese will so that box is not recycled. The reason being, because there's cheese inside, unless you have to manually tear that part apart and then send it to recycling. But if you understand that when you send it to a recycling facility, that is based on like huge quantities, and you can't expect manually sorting it out completely to see कि कहाँ चीज लगा है. So that is the whole reason why we need to look at segregating mindfully. तो अगर आप रद्दी वाले को अपना सामान दे रहे हो, it is going for recycling, but at the same time understand कि अगर रद्दी वाला जो सामान नहीं ले रहा है वो रिसाइकल नहीं हो पा रहा है, तभी वो नहीं ले रहा है, या उसकी कैपेसिटीज बहुत कम होती है. जैसे कांच आजकल ज्यादा रिसाइकल नहीं होता है. सो मेनी स्क्रैप डीलर्स हैव स्टॉप्ड टेकिंग glass, or they give like such bad rate that people will be like, I'll throw it into the landfill में. So फेंकते टाइम हम ये सोचते नहीं है that what is happening, like who's handling it. There are waste people handling it. When you say handling it, they actually end up getting so many cuts on their hands, so many injuries, because we were not sensitive enough to send our hazardous waste. Broken glass is hazardous waste. to them. So we need to just ensure that we're segregating in a way that it is going to the right place, so that it doesn't become like an unsorted, ugly mess that cannot be taken care of. Because landfills are such, like filthy place. We don't want to go to a landfill, right? But if you have some other mountain, we will love to, but not the mountain of landfill.
Yep. Okay. So there's a question from Shubhi Sinha. How as youths can we spread awareness about the importance of waste segregation?
Okay, so I'll tell you what. So basically, I've realized something. You know, हम जैसे जैसे कुछ करते जाते हैं, वैसे वैसे लोग हमारे आजू बाजू के देख के हमें वो चीज करने की इच्छा हो सकती है. या if I had just been talking about peace compost, peace compost, peace compost, people would not have ignored me really. But when I compost myself, when I share the progress of compost, I just harvested this, or look at these little champions of my compost, or oh, this is not waste, this is treasure. People will like to think about it. So I think the first thing is that we start practicing a lot many things ourselves, and then people look at it in a way that okay, even we can do something like this. Because over the period of time I've realized giving gyan is not working really, because they, till the time आपको अंदर से वो इच्छा हो चीज करने की. So I think right now we need to really work at sensitizing people and not just spreading awareness, because most of us are aware that landfill is a mess, are aware that waste is an issue. पर हम इतना काम नहीं कर रहे हैं, because we are not sensitizing with the people who are working there, or the animals who are ending up dying, choking because of that plastic. So that is essential.
So there's a question from Subodh Sinha. What about waste used masks, like another waste material added to the MIX?
Absolutely. So that mix, I completely get that. So now this is additional ways that we've come across, right? क्योंकि this category did exist earlier, but it was not for commoners. वो ज़्यादातर hospitals and जगहों पर होता था, and especially not of this kind. So technically this is a biomedical waste, पर हमारे घरों से biomedical waste put up होता नहीं है. So at least in those cases, ensure that, I mean, what I would prefer is, I have an old mask lying around which I haven't discarded. What I would prefer is maybe just tie it around, wrap it around well. And if I have an opportunity to go pass by a hospital or something, I would put it in their dustbin, because I know it will go for some biomedical waste treatment. Otherwise, you need to ensure that you at least wrap it really well, and maybe write it on the pack saying that it's a mask or something, so that the people handling it are aware that what are they handling. They know the repercussions of it. They know कितनी दूरी बनानी है या किस तरीके से हैंडल करनी है. But how I would like to go for it is कि please reusables use कीजिए. Go for reusable mask, tailoring waste and etc. से जो बनता है, because not everyone needs an N95, and the kind of waste that we will create with so many masks like this is unimaginable, and probably unworkable as well. Yeah. So I think I'll categorize masks as biomedical waste.
Okay. So there's another question from Bharti Singh. Our rural India till now has not been fully introduced to the process of recycling, but our rural population do produce immense plastic waste. So what are the real sustainable alternatives instead of littering in landfills and burning plastics?
Okay, Bharti ji, okay, let me tell you something. Just imagine a time when you were say 5-7 years old. Okay. Uh, like I have lived when I was 5 to 7 years old. I used to live in a very small town of Gujarat, and we did not. I never saw landfill in our town. Okay. It is now when I go back, I see heaps of plastic at lot many places, but back then I did not. What we used to do, did we not use plastics? No, we did use plastic. Did we not produce waste? We did produce waste, but it was a very decentralized way of handling waste. तो जो भी वेट वेस्ट होता था वो यूजुअली हमारे यहाँ रोज गाय आती थी, गाय आके खा के चली जाती थी. You know, we used to have these big vessels usually outside our homes. So cow is also used to and उसका भी एक टाइम हो जाता था कि ठीक है इस घर से मुझे कचरा खाना मिलने वाला है, उसके लिए खाना है, आपके लिए कचरा है. सो इट्स नॉट कचरा एट द एंड ऑफ द डे. रिमेंबर दैट. सो वो वो गाय आती थी, वो खा के चली जाती थी. देन इट you are not creating waste. It is food for the cow. Apart from that, what used to happen, that there used I remember this a lady who would sweep our streets. Every morning she would come, she would sweep the street and collect the waste, which would be like something like of this quantity, which was plastic wrappers and stuff. वो सिर्फ इकट्ठा करके जला देती थी. Now I'm not saying that burning is a good idea, but all I'm trying to tell you is at that level, because recycling was not, as you rightly mentioned, recycling was not very well aware option about. So it was burned. But the quantity used to be very little as compared to what is happening today. If we go back, उस time पे non decomposable, I mean non biodegradable waste क्रिएट होने की क्वांटिटी इतनी कम होती थी कि हमें वेस्ट के बारे में इतना सोचना नहीं पड़ रहा था. सो व्हेन पीपल कॉल कि यार ये तो गवार है जो रास्ते पे फेंक रहा है, आई वुड बी लाइक दे डिड नॉट क्रिएट द काइंड ऑफ वेस्ट दैट soil will not be able to take care of. We are creating the waste that soil is not able to take care of. They were creating waste, peels, केला खाया, छिलका फेंक दिया बिंदास. They didn't have to get into composting and stuff because this soil, there was soil everywhere, and now we have concrete everywhere. And that is the reason we need to take an extra effort of composting at our home, because there's no soil everywhere. So I think what we need to do is, yes, recycling is very important, but before that, I think there are some steps way before that is refuse that you don't need. Whatever you don't need, you don't need a top, please don't buy it. Please don't buy it. It takes 2700 liters of water to make one t-shirt on an average. One t-shirt, and I'm just talking about water, I'm not talking about energy. Okay, so right from, and this includes everything, right from growing the cotton and to processing it completely, but everything that we are using or buying for a lot cheap rate is actually very very resource intensive. तो अगर हम रेस्टोरेंट का खाना अवॉइड कर सकते हैं, ठीक है, अभी सिचुएशन थोड़ी ऐसी है कि डाइनिंग इज नॉट पॉसिबल, but if you have an option of going and dining in a restaurant, please go there. Don't ask for those plastic dabbas at your home. Don't do that. That packaging waste is useless. आप घर पे आओगे, खाओगे, वो तुरंत डस्टबिन में जाएगा या धो के आप रीयूज कर लोगे, fair enough. But it has very short life that way. So first is refuse, then is reduce, then is reuse, then is recycle. And recycle के भी पहले I would say repurpose and then recycle. So there are many steps that we need to go before we go ahead for recycling.
Okay. So, there are also a whole lot confusion related to the color of the dustbins, that which kind of waste should go into which colored bins, and in India which color code bins are followed. So
Color code, for lay people it is mostly red, green and blue. Okay, so green is the wet waste, to decompose ho jayega. So very much, so it's green. Blue is the dry waste, which is meant for recycling. And then you have red, which is hazardous waste. So now say the earphone that I'm using, if this is not repairable, not usable, it will have to go to a hazardous waste, because there are, yeah, it's an electronic thing, and it needs to be, technically it should be treated by professionals, or the laptop, the phone, or the batteries that we use, everything around. I'm sorry. Then you have these broken pieces of glass, as I was saying, or say your debit cards, credit cards आपने तोड़ दिए हैं, फेंक दिए हैं, वो भी किसी को लग सकता है. So ensure, and even thermocol for that matter goes to hazardous waste. So that is red. Yeah.
Okay, thanks so much for sharing this. Okay, so as we were talking about the importance of waste segregation, so even like I would like to share you that even our organization has come up with this idea. So what they have done is they have put some common dustbins on each floor of the buildings in the society, and they just requested the families there to just throw their dry plastic related waste into it, and then we further use it for recycling. So I think this is
Hmm.
also the good way. You can at least segregate the dry waste plastic at home and further use it for
Right.
recycling.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So it is very important, you rightly pointed it out. Also, it is very important to understand कि अगर हम प्लास्टिक ही पकड़े ना, तो भी उसमें काफी सारे कैटेगरीज हो जाती हैं, जैसे हार्ड प्लास्टिक हो गया, सॉफ्ट प्लास्टिक हो गया, एमएलपी हो गया. There are some which are not reusable, and then sorry, recyclable, and there are some which are recyclable. So it is very important. Also in terms of accessibility, I'm glad Abhimas is doing this, because uh, many people will be like, मैं recycle करना तो चाहती हूँ पर डालूँ कहाँ. So at least that accessibility perspective, it certainly is a good idea to do that. Also, I would want to say that when you are sending your waste for recycling, should not make you feel that you are entitled to create more waste. I mean, this is just about being sensitive, because I've known people. I would refuse a packaged water bottle when we're traveling outside or something, and then they'll be like, "अरे पर ये plastic recycle तो होता है ना." But that doesn't mean I create more waste, right? I can always have my reusable bottle and refill it. And also, we need to understand that plastic is not recycled; it is downcycled. मतलब प्लास्टिक की बॉटल में से प्लास्टिक की बॉटल नहीं बन पाएगी. It will become something of a something, maybe a poly bag or something, because that won't happen really. So we need to understand, and there will be a time that plastic will not be recyclable anymore. It will have to be thrown to a landfill site. You cannot do anything about it. So we need to really cut down the use of plastic for that matter. And also, um, one waste item, just going to one of your previous questions, for all the women or all the menstruators out there, can we please reduce the disposable sanitary napkins going to the landfill sites? Again, technically it is supposed to be biomedical waste. अगर आप हॉस्पिटल जाते हो, आपको कोई इंजरी हुई है, तो वो कॉटन जो होता है ना, जिससे आपका ब्लड या पस या whatever is cleaned, is wiped, is goes to biomedical facility. Here we have a pad full of blood which is going to landfill sites, handled with bare hands, or probably a plastic glove by our waste pickers. It's not a good idea, A, from the dignity perspective, B, from the waste perspective, because ना आप इस वेस्ट को रिसाइकिल कर सकते हो, ना आप उसको रीयूज कर सकते हो. There is nothing that we can do about this. There is absolutely nothing. And the kind of disposable pads that we are sending to landfills every year is mind-boggling. And additionally, we have people calling that using synthetic disposable sanitary napkins is freedom, or is Is women empowerment? No, it is not. Let us just understand. First of all, it should be an informed choice. So I'm not going to thopify my opinion on you, saying that if you're using a disposable sanitary napkin, you're wrong. No, that's not what I want to do. But I want you to look at cloth pads as an option and not look down upon anyone using cloth pads or using menstrual cups. It is not you or ganda feeling, okay? It's your own blood. Imagine you don't have blood in your body. You need that, right? So start respecting. We need to start respecting our own bodies, our own cycles, in terms of, let it be menstrual cycle, or let it be our whole biological cycle, that systems that work. So it's perfectly fine to use a cloth pad or menstrual cup. You need anything on that, any information on that, please DM me. I'm more than happy to answer your questions there, because one pad going one less pad going to the landfill is, I feel, I feel really happy about it. So please. And so, okay, there's some questions, right? Yeah.
So this question from Sukanya: if I have a plastic at my place, I should reuse it rather than throwing them right away, like polythene and plastic.
Absolutely. Please reuse whatever you have. So this, for instance, this bottle is actually, पता नहीं कहीं का तो कुछ है, किसी एक फ्रेंड लेकर आई थी मेरी, and I just got back from our vacation and I was like, reuse करना है, so made the bioenzyme in it. So please reuse whatever you have. Just right next to me, this is a thumbs up ka bottle. I would use it. Of course, also edibles are not good to be used from plastic, so that is also one important thing. I'm not trying to tell you that use more of plastic, but I'm trying to tell you is try to avoid what you can. I mean, whatever new waste that you may create, but whatever you have, you might as well just use it till the time you can.
Okay.
And red dustbins in India है, पर बहुत कम जगहों पर है. प्राइमरीली डोमेस्टिक यूजेस के लिए रेड एंड ब्लू ही लगाए जाते हैं.
So now we have a question from Akshada. Do you think using reusable cotton pads are hygienic?
Absolutely hygienic. I honestly feel that any reusable option is more hygienic than a synthetic sanitary napkin. Okay, just tell me something. If I keep a bucket of water in front of you, which has a soaked pad of mine, will you use it? If I ask you to use it in any form, will you use that water in any form? Forget drinking. पोछा भी मारोगे क्या उस कपड़े उस पानी से?
I don't think so.
But I'll tell you something. I go for cleanups and I find use sanitary napkins everywhere. They are contaminating our water bodies. आपके नदियों में वो जा रहा है, आपके समंदर में जा रहा है, और उसी समंदर का नमक हम खा रहे हैं. ओके, तो ऐसा नहीं है there is some spot like away. There is no spot like away. It is coming back to us in one form or the other. We are drinking water from our water bodies, which are polluted by this. We are eating salt from our oceans, which are again polluted by this. So we really need to think about it. And reusable cotton pads are really hygienic. I understand your hygiene concern, as long as you are ensuring that they're washed and dried well. So ensure that you dry it out in sun. Okay, they're really fine. We use our underwears every day, right? And they're cotton underwears usually. We don't find them unhygienic. Why should we find cotton pads unhygienic?
Okay, so there's a question from Sukanya. So where do we dispose the waste which is supposed to be thrown in the red bins?
So currently, it is all going to landfills because our systems are not designed well enough to take care of them in a systemized way. Currently, it is going to the this thing, but what you can do is maybe at least whenever you are handling that waste to the waste people, maybe just wrap it around in a newspaper and mark or writing. Although that's absolutely not the right way, I know that, but at least and if you can put this message forward that भैया ये hazardous waste है, आप इसको क्या please अलग से रख सकते हैं, then if that person can take your request, and he will certainly like to do that, because he doesn't want his hands to be cut, or he doesn't want harm his way. So that is what we can do that.
Okay. So there's a question. Okay, Asha, so she's the president. So Dipali Sinha is the president, and she is thanking you for this webinar. That the session was very informative, and you motivated the people
Thank
a
you so
lot.
much.
Okay, so I think with this we come to the end of today's webinar.
Wonderful.
So now I would just quickly like to tell the people that this webinar series will be continued by other WMARS youth members from tomorrow till Saturday. And the schedule is as follows. Navda, WMARS Youth Club member, will have discussion with Snigdha Anantji on zero waste products. And then on Saturday, Shubhi Sinha, WMARS Youth member, will have conversation with Khushi Pathak ji on low waste lifestyle. So thank you so much for your precious time and sharing your knowledge with us.
Happy to.
Okay, so is there anything
Thank you
else
so much, people.
Is there anything else you want to add?
Okay, I'm just going to say that in case you have any doubts, you can please reach out to me on Slow and Conscious Living on Instagram and Facebook. But please read up. Please look up. There are many resources nowadays available. There are people working in this sector. I mean, trying to live mindfully. It is not as difficult. We really need to normalize living sustainably. So that's what we can do.
So thank you so much. You and all the people out there, thank you for your time.